Hey gecko fans, we're looking for eggs. This is Bavaye. I'm going to search around for some eggs. Hopefully we find some. Have my collection cup right here. Let's cross our fingers and hopefully we'll find some. Oh my gosh, this is really, really hard. There's just too much area to cover. I don't know where they might have placed their eggs. This is just too hard.
What you doing?
Well, I'm trying to find some eggs from the Bavaye, and unfortunately I think that they might have planted them anywhere in this tank, and it's just with my patience or lack of patience, it's really hard to look for them.
Move on. I'll look.
All right, I'll leave it to you.
Lack of patience is all it was.
Well, I've had my nap. I bet you didn't find any, did you?
I found them all underneath this plant in the back corner.
What do you
We
mean
had to
all?
dig.
What do you mean all? How many did you find?
12
How many did you
eggs.
find? 12 eggs?
And I'm still digging.
So this is the hard part with an enclosure like this. You have lots and lots of room for the animals to place their eggs anywhere that they want. We're going to fix that with this video. Join us. So here's the problem. If you have crested geckos or gargoyle geckos or any kind of egg-laying animals whatsoever, you're searching the whole enclosure to try to find those eggs. That's impossible. I have several enclosures here where it takes me hours and hours to try to find eggs in a bioactive enclosure. And you can see that this is a bioactive enclosure. We have the drainage layer, we have some screen, then we have dirt on top of it, and then we've planted some plants. So when you do something like this, you have a lot of surface area where the geckos can find a place to hide their eggs. Now, usually they're going to find the most secluded place, and you know, when I do this, I always start in back by plants, something like that, so that I can find the eggs quicker. But sometimes that doesn't work. Sometimes they hide them in the most obvious that we wouldn't think about area, and it's a struggle to find them. We're going to fix that by using these two things. We're going to use some rocks. Nanette, can you show the rocks? We've got a whole big container of rocks. And we're going to use some orchid bark. Now this piece right here, and we'll get to that in just a second, you can use anything like leaves or sphagnum moss, whatever you want. That's going to be a surface area. So what we're going to do is put the rocks in, and we're going to cover up like 80 to 85% of the surface of the substrate with the rocks, so the animals can't get down to the soil to lay their eggs. But we're going to leave a space about as big as my hand, and that's going to be their target area. Now on top of those rocks, we're going to throw the orchid bark, or you could use leaves or any other material that makes it look a little nicer. Let's go ahead and get to it. Okay, we're all set to add the rocks. We've removed the animals, we've removed the food dish, we've removed the water dish, and what Nanette's going to do is cover the surface area, again, for about 80-85% of this enclosure with these rocks. These are strong enough that the animals, and again, these Bavaye are about 3.5 inches, they're not going to be able to dig under these rocks, other than, and Nanette's dropping them all over the place, other than in the area that we designate for them to lay their eggs in. We don't want them messing up this bioactive, and these rocks will prevent that. Now again, you can do this with crested geckos. You can do it with gargoyles, any egg-laying, Europlatus, any egg-laying geckos that you have set up in a bioactive. Now, as you can see, I'll zoom in just a little bit here. Then it's got all the rocks all over the place in this enclosure, other than that little corner in the bottom left of the screen. That's where we want them to lay their eggs. On top of the rocks, because this looks a little bit aesthetically not correct, especially with jungle type of animals. Nanette's going to pour in some of this orchid bark on top of those rocks, a very, very thin layer, so that it doesn't provide a layer that they can lay their eggs in. Just enough to kind of pretty it up a little bit. Trying to keep the whole aesthetics of this enclosure as much as possible. Let me know in a comment if this is going to be something that works for you. You can still kind of see the rocks a little bit. That's okay. That's what we want. We don't want that top layer of organic mix to be that deep. This is going to be perfect, folks. So we're hoping that, and you can make that area, instead of the in front of the tank, you can make that in back if you like, anywhere in the tank. If it's in front, it's going to be convenient for you. It might not be convenient for the animals. You can also, with this method, add a lay box as well. And I think Nanette just put the hide over the lay area. We're going to move that hide in back a little bit so that they have a place to hide and they have a lay area. Hey folks, I think it's really that easy, that quick to do something like this, and it's going to save you, especially if you have multiple tanks, 5, 6, 7 tanks. It's going to save you so much time. Now, if you like this bioactive, and this is a very quick bioactive that we've done a couple, 3 years ago, you can watch the video right here and see how we did it on really an inexpensive method, and it works. It has worked for us for years and years. Make sure that you check out that video.
Thanks for watching. Check us out in our next video.